A personal support worker at a City of Vaughan care home is accused of elder abuse involving an 89-year-old man. Charges have been laid, and police believe there could be more victims.
When we investigated, we did find evidence of two incidents.
32-year-old Sue Mansoni is facing 2 counts of assault involving an 89-year-old resident at a care home here in Vaughan.
It is a unique situation, how we were notified and that the care home did alert us to an incident, but how that came about is part of the investigation.
York Regional Police say they are sharing pictures of the suspect because they believe there could be more victims. It's possible she worked as a PSW at multiple locations throughout the pandemic.
A lot of the residents that are being cared for, they suffer from all manner of things, dementia, Alzheimer's, those kinds of things. So they're not able to advocate for themselves. So we are appealing to families of loved ones who would have in-home care or have their loved ones at resident homes that believe that this care worker is looking after their loved one.
Long-term care advocate Vivian Stamatopoulos says this case is sadly part of a growing trend.
So we know that this is a big problem. And it's upsetting to see it continuing without any real action to mitigate it.
She tells me thousands of staff to resident abuse cases have been documented in long-term care homes in Ontario, with many others going unreported, and that it's rare for charges to be laid.
I mean, I've heard from so many families who have experienced this firsthand. Oftentimes they have discovered this through cameras that they have put in their loved ones' rooms in these facilities. But unfortunately, most families don't have cameras in their loved ones' rooms. And without, watchful eyes of enough staff in these facilities, which is an ongoing problem, this often flies under the radar.
The pandemic fueled staffing shortages and brought to light deplorable living conditions in some facilities. After endless calls for action, the Ford government hired more than 150 additional long-term care inspectors and is promising stricter penalties for operators who fail to protect residents from abuse or neglect.
Families are doing what they can. Really, the question is, what are these providers doing to make sure that this isn't happening? The onus really needs to be on this government.
Now, police are not naming the care home in question. They say to protect the identity of the victim and possible others. In Vaughan, Shauna Hunt, City News.